Okay, so today I'm gonna be solving this problem. It's called word generalized abbreviation. I plan to solve this one, valid word abbreviations, but I searched it and like that was the first one that I found on Lintcode. On Lintcode, this problem is locked. So I need to try to solve it here, and maybe I'll follow up with this one. But this one seems like interesting. I haven't seen it before in Lintcode. And the idea is like to generate all the possible abbreviations for the current word. And abbreviations, they mean any letter can be any number of letters, any kind of consecutive number of letters can be substituted with number itself, and and they can be like multiple parts. Let's say word first three letters and D, or like first two letters and R and D, and then one, and like all these combinations. They don't give the constraints. But I assume it's fine. So we say that it's a string, but actually I think it's more like BT problem. So my BT function gonna look something like this: def BT, and then I'm gonna accept I as an integer, and then V as a word. Or like string, and then it's gonna return the list of strings, and then I'm gonna go if, and also I'm gonna have, because I don't wanna have two consecutive, like three or more, like more than one consecutive numbers in a word, so it should be interchangeable, but they can be like multiple consecutive letters actually. So I'll have this flag is letter is num used, is last num, let's say is last num, is last digit, and that's gonna be boolean bool, and then if I is greater than len v, I just gonna return empty array if I is greater than. So the idea is the following one. I will start, let's say I have word, and I start with empty, and then index I is equal to 0, and I can put v, or I can put 1, and then here I is equal to 1, and then here I is equal to 1, or I can put even 2, and this one is I gonna be equal to 2, or I can put 3, and I is gonna be equal 3, and so on and so forth until I reach the end of the word. And then here for the word I can again like put O and have I as 2, or I can have W and then 1 and then I as a 2, and then V2 and then I as a 3, or just V4, and that's gonna be V3, V2, and V3, that's gonna be all. And then here that's gonna be the end of the branch, and then here I can again continue iterating through the word, and then I gonna be equal 3, or here V 1, and then because like the last is a digit I have to use a letter, and this one also because the last is a digit I have to use letter, and they are like it's already done. And then here I can do V1 R1, oh no, R D, or V1 R1, and here it's already done. And so like only this branch starting with W get generated like so this one I can do word, or I can do var1. So it's generated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 combinations, and then it's gonna return. I'm gonna continue doing that for this remaining, but in this case it's gonna be is last digits true, and then the follow-up, like here last digit was true, that's why I used this letter, and then last digit became false, that's why next one can be used as a number. So here, if I gonna be greater than, if I gonna be equal to len w, I'm gonna just return array with empty string, and then I'm gonna do the following. I'm gonna do res is equal empty list, and then res extend, and then here gonna be vi plus a suffix, and then for suff in bt I plus 1, and then e, and then false here, and then the next one gonna be for I in range 1 to 10. I wanna do if, I'm gonna just do res extend string I plus suffix, and then for suffix in bt I, here like let's call it start here, start plus 1, and here so e start plus I, and then w, and then return res. So how about I run that? Oh, I need to call it actually. So here, yeah, last digit equals true. Here last digit equals false, and then I'm gonna call return bt start 0 word, and then last digits equal false, and then run. Oh, and here, if last is last digit, if not is last digit, I'm gonna just do this one, otherwise I'll just keep it. Why is this one answer? Dictionary. So the size is definitely smaller. Dictionary. What am I missing here? Let's go expected. Oh, okay, from 10. So 10 should be maximum 9. No? Oh, expected 10? Oh, wow. So it should not be something like this. For I in range. So it can be 10. I assume it cannot be 10. 1, 2. How many are left? So I'm currently on len world, and I'm currently on start minus start. Something like this. So remainder gonna be this one. If remainder is greater than 0, I'm gonna go for range in. So how many letters are there? There are 10 letters. So let's say I'm staying on the length on index 1. And then if index 1, and then there are like 3 lengths. So 3, 2 minus 1 should return 1. something like this. Yay! Let's check this word abbreviations. Okay, it's a simple one. So four character in Word. So I need to have basically two pointers, one pointer for the word and one for the abbreviation. PTR1, PTR word equal 0, PTR number is equal 0, and then while PTR word less than word, and PTR abbreviation less than len abbreviation. And here I just need to return PTR, okay, len v equals len word, and then len abbreviation equals len number. And while this one len v less than len v, and this one len abbreviation, return PTR v is equal to PTR to len v, and PTR abbreviation is equal to the len abbreviation. And then here I'm gonna go and check if, okay, let's say character equals word, PTR word, and then so character word, and then character abbreviation equals abbreviation. So I need to figure out, okay, if it's a number, I need to read the whole number from the abbreviation. Because it can be quite a long one, I guess. Yeah. So I need to somehow to figure out while character. So I need to check if character abbreviation order equals, let's say, order for the abbreviation, pointer abbreviation. If order of abbreviation order of TMP minus if TMP equal 0 and TMP is less or equal 9, I'm gonna go then else if abbreviation ptr abbreviation is equal to word ptr word, I'm gonna go increment pointer abbreviation plus equal 1 and pointer word plus equal 1, else return false. And then here I need to jump over a couple of while ptr less than len an abbreviation and temp to 2 equals this one. So I is here, is equal, I is here. So here I identified if the current character is actually the digit, and if the current character digit, I need to move pointer abbreviation until it's out of the bound, or temp is equal if this pointer is less than else it's gonna be just, let's say, 100 or like 99. minus 1. It's called num. Say car num. Then num is equal car num. So I need to, like, basically to convert this number, like the string into number. But right now I'm a little bit confused how to do that. Let's check what the time is it now. So if len, say, so current number is this one. If number is less greater than 0 and less than 9, I'm gonna have car number equals number. So num is equal num multiplied by 10 plus car num. Else car num, let's say, equals 42, and then if car num equals 42, not equal 42, I wanna do num equals num multiplied by 10, and then plus car num, and then ptrv gonna be plus equal num. Internationalization, okay. What does that mean? Okay. Make it smaller. Let's make it also with a very dark mode. Dark. Okay. Let's call it LAN A. LAN A. Pointer A. LAN A. Pointer A. Okay, let's print num. Format num. Then num. Excuse me. Why is it big? Start car num. Car num. Okay, one. So here I start while pointer less than a. Okay, that was interesting edge case. Interesting. What if I do? I can do that with the backtracking also, probably. Or not, like just calling the function and then to simplify that, how I can simplify. I can start, let's call it write function def matches, and then accept the word start, and then abbreviation string, and then p pointer p, and then pointer abbreviation p a int. Okay, this one and this one gonna be ints. I'm gonna return bool, and then yeah, but I still need to do this reading, and the thing that I didn't like in this code is, and I still don't like it, this part that I kind of read that and I read here. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up. Let's call it a day. Seems like this one should be working. Slowly. Yeah, let's mark it as done here. X. And let's